From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Watch 12. Watch 12.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a give running left for Gurley. And bulldozing through multiple tackles. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Get 300. Get 300. Live.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Geno Atkins able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. And the Saints signal for another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. 3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Gurley again here on first down. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Saints 12-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Gurley. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Let's go now. Jackson to Pittsburgh. Watching you cry. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. It's free.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 2nd and 9, Murray, and incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. And
a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Rodgers. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 30 big ones. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Stays on his feet. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. Now on 2nd and 16. Rodgers. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's got it. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point safely through. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. It's been a good 1st half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Murray now on 1st down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Let's go.
Murray now on 1st down. He's got Smith here. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Right there in the middle, 55. Here it comes, here it comes.
On 3rd down, Murray. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Here we go, D. Comes up.
Hey, check right. Watching it go.
They're going for it. It's Murray. That's Isabella open on the right side. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
The Bucs on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And an alley to run. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now Gurley. And some room to maneuver. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
We got 3.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And Callaway taking it in left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And Butker able to put this one through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Oh, here we go. Oh, deuce.
A final shot before half from Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
In 18. It's a party now. Under 10. Under 10.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here.
And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do. And I think you wonder, what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's third down.
Come off the ball. Come on. Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5. Hey, let's get off the field. Hayward. Field, D. Go. 55. Mike 55. Hey, watch the slant. 55 is Mike, guys. 55. You go night-night. Go night-night. High seven. Check 55. Mike. Here we go.
From the gun on third down, Murray. He is going to find Hill here. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Austin Eckler with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it is good good. That cuts the lead now to 11-24-13 our score. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 33 and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
They'll run on first down. It's Thompson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Big air. 26.
He finds Ross right side. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Right there, 56. Coming to you.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
First down, Buccaneers.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Todd Gurley saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. The point after is good. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Got it. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. That's caught left side by Hardman. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, Murray. Smith catches left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And down he goes goes, a Buccaneer sack. Montez Sweat just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
55, Mike, guys, 55.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Over the middle to Smith. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Murray going to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Hill. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Murray now on 1st down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On 2nd down, here's Murray. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I looked down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Murray now. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Murray, eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
Touchdown, Saints.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Here's Murray, and that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a one-score game. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here's Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. John Ross, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set, ready. 60, orange. Check back, check back. Hurry, hurry. Ready, go.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. The Saints on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's going to let it fly. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
Results in a 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Murray, one final try. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better.